Greetings, back for more? Today I would like to talk to you about an important balance in our lives. I like to think of our lives as having three components. In no particular order, there is the career, there are personal relationships, and there is our physical well-being. By career, I'm referring to our jobs of being a student or whatever occupies most of our time allocated to making a living or training to make a living. By personal relationships, I refer to the sum total of our relationships with significant others, with parents, children, and all friends and relatives whom we choose to have more than a working relationship. By physical well-being, I'm referring to all the measures that we are taking to be healthy and physically fit. All three aspects of our lives are of prime importance, and ideally we have a balance between the three that contributes positively to the quality of our lives. That's in theory, of course. The reality is that all three are continually a source of problems in our lives and with which we must deal. Fact is, sometimes we lose our jobs, and especially elevated risk currently. Students are often confused and frustrated by the direction of their education and the expense to them of their education. Not knowing what they would like to do while going to school or even after completing education is a common refrain. So think about investing all that time and money in education and not having a clue of what the next step is. So there is anxiety about jobs and careers for many, many people, and it seems to be ever present. Finally, the physical well-being can go wrong for two entirely different reasons. One is that we might unfortunately suffer a sickness or have an accident that can impact our physical well-being, either short-term or long-term, and sometimes can be tragic. The other way our physical well-being can suffer is in regards to things that we do have control over, and for whatever reason, we fail to do the things that ensure our health. Like we eat too much, we drink too much, we smoke too much, we indulge in substance abuse, we don't rest or sleep enough, we don't do enough physical exercise to take care of our bodies and ensure good physical health. To sum up, although ideally we like to have balance in our lives where all three aspects of our existence are going well, in reality we run into problems, and they can be big problems. In fact, my claim, as you have heard from me before, is that problems are inevitable. Sometimes one of the aspects can take a real downturn as marriages break up, or people close to us get sick and die, or we lose our jobs, or our bills become unaffordable, or we can get sick, or we can wind up falling down a flight of stairs. Sometimes we just don't take enough care of ourselves, and we can pay a price for that. Sometimes one of the areas can become particularly burdensome to us. In a worst case scenario, we can even have big problems in two of the areas. Sometimes people lose their jobs and their marriages go bad. And since there's correlation between those two, it happens more than you think. But even when we suffer from multiple negative happenings, we can usually find relief in some way. For example, we can always assume improved health measures like eating less and working out more. A series of good workouts might lift our spirits and take some of the sting out of our problems in the other two areas. So we strive for a positive balanced existence between the three, but we accept the fact that things will occasionally go wrong and exceptionally wrong in one area. When that happens, we have the other two areas to buffer the negativity of the bad area. If two areas suffer, then there's that third area that becomes very important. Sometimes it is our job that is going well and buffers disappointments in the other two areas. We need our victories. So as long as we can avoid circumstances of bad and traumatic events in all three areas simultaneously, then we can deal with our problems even when they are at a high point. So I think that it's important to be aware of the three aspects of our existence, never to take them for granted, and to cater to all three even when they're going well. So when one area becomes unfavorable, we have the other two to buffer the negative circumstances. So we have a balancing act between the three, and we manage them by being prudent in our choices so that we can handle better the downtimes. I think that physical well-being is especially important because we have lots of control over that one. And that can be a real relief when we suffer frustrations associated with school or jobs and careers, as well as personal relationships, which can turn negative in ways that might be beyond our control. So this gets back to what I've been saying, how we can always deal with our problems. There are always solutions. No matter how bad some things might be, we should try to extract more value from the things that are working better to relieve our stress and anxieties. So armed with this knowledge and this awareness of this balance, make this work for you. Thank you very much.